Yacht in Texas here. Time for some GT Sport for a change. I've been just racing ACC here for the last couple of months, it feels like, but its manufacturer series is the 2021 series here, and we're racing at Interlagos, and this is the first race of the series. I have changed to Aston Martin, so that's my car from now on for this series. We'll see, I might change back to McLaren, you never know. So if you like these videos, just like, subscribe, and you get notified. I didn't have a good qualify. Well, I probably did as good as I could. I didn't really manage to get any pace at Interlagos with this Aston Martin DB9. So I'm starting in the 19th from the back, and this is a battle of the strategies. I selected, you have to have the 3 compounds for this race. I selected to start on mediums, then hard, and then soft. So I thought, if I start with medium, I can probably advance through the pack. So we'll see how that's working here. Coming up to pole ball in his Dodge, late braking him. So that's one position. But we see here there's a whole train of cars, and as you saw through the Senna S there, very disciplined and nice racing going on here. There isn't really much craziness going on. People are pretty polite here as we're working ourselves through the track. But the guys around me, they are on hard tires. That's how most people started, on hard tires. A few started on mediums, I think. But that makes me kind of sit here and try to pass these guys. And it's really hard to pass on this track, as you probably know. Coming up on the Audi here, after we're completing the first lap, getting in the slipstream, and I'm taking the inside. And if you're nice and clean, this is a good spot to pass, but I decide not to challenge the Audi here at this point. So now our temperatures should be up on the tires. Now they look like he's gonna go on the inside there, but he was choosing not to do that. In front of him we have Jardines from Argentina, and the guy in front of me, the Audi, he's also from Argentina. So a lot of South American drivers here in this contest. But you see here this whole train of cars, and now it really starts to get messy. People go too wide through the turns. So I'm waiting for something to happen here, but I'm starting to get a little bit impatient. Look at this. So I'm hoping at this point that something will break loose here. Maybe some big crash or something, and I can benefit from that. So we see Jardine, and we see PAC Pablo. We're gonna see a lot of Pablo in shortly here, as well as Jardine. So here we're coming up, and it's like, what's gonna happen? We're gonna go 3 wide? No. So a little bump and grind. I'm touching Pablo there, but no big deal. You see, everyone came through. No penalties, so see, very nice, very nice racing going on here. I'm up in the slipstream on Pablo, going on the inside. Braking late. And I'm getting that one to stick. So now I'm in P17. And Jardine in his Subaru is in front of us. Still a lot of cars backing up a little bit there. it was kind of fun to get back on GT Sport again. It's a different type of driving, and I think, you know, driving ACC, you surely get better once you get back to GT in Gran Turismo here. That's what I felt, at least. Especially on braking, and I think I just felt a little bit more confident. However, it didn't really help in my qualifying. I did what did I do? I did a 1:31.7 or something, which wasn't clearly good enough. So here I'm doing a big mistake. I'm braking late to get past the Subaru, and yeah, I hit the Corvette of the hot rod there in front of me in the yellow Corvette. So I get the 2-second penalty here. Not good at all. It was pretty clumsy move by me, and I'm glad that hot rod was not getting off track too much, so he didn't lose the position. So that was good. So here we see that whole lot of cars here. We see the Audi going wide there. I'm going on the outside of the Audi. Don't want to get another penalties here, so I'm really careful. But here I'm pressing in front of the Audi. The Ferrari goes wide and presses out the yellow Corvette, and I'm able to sneak by that little altercation. So now I'm in P13. Still have the 2-second penalty, so I was pretty happy with that advance, because I know I'm gonna lose a couple of positions from the penalty. So maybe this will net out as I come down on the straight after the Senna S here to serve my penalty. So we see someone went in for tires, and we're braking to lap number 7 here. I served my penalty, and I also got a penalty, unfortunately, going wide as I was preparing to get in for my stop here. And now I'm on the hard tire, so this is my second stint. So I served my penalty, and we're cutting to lap 10, where I'm able to pass Jardine in his Subaru. So I'm on hard tires, but Jardine, he's on another strategy. So he is now on his. I need to look at my notes here, because I wrote down where everyone was on the tires. So yeah, Jardine, he's now on the mediums, and I'm on the hard tires. So I'm defending here like crazy, and I'm thinking I would do that much of a struggle for him, but I'm gonna try and do what I can at least. So as we come into this hairpin, I'm coming in there and get on the throttle too hard on the second gear there, so I'm getting a little fishtail, and we have now Jardine in front of us. I'm thinking that maybe I have enough speed to get ahead of him, and maybe get into the Senna S ahead of him, but I'm not doing any gains here really to get close enough for that pass. So we're cutting to lap 14, so we're going into the pits here for my last stop, as well as fuel. As you see, I'm coming out on the soft tires. So now everyone is on their soft tires. So now it's the big fight here. I'm getting Hot Rod in his yellow Chevy passing me as I'm coming out of the pits. We have 5 laps left. I'm in P17 at this point. And during the race I've had 3 penalties. One for 2 seconds for hitting Mr. Hot Rod ahead of me here, and then 2 for track limits, which was really unnecessary and stupid by me to do that. So So I'm just trying to do my best here not to repeat any of that. Trying just to keep contact with the Chevy here. As we're coming up over the crest, gonna see a few people change tires here as well, I believe. There we have a few. So I did 6 laps on my first set and 7 on my first set and 7 on my second set. So here we go. Pablo came out just behind me after his change of tires. So now the fight is on here to try and get as much as possible out of this. Lap 16. I seem to do pretty good in this section here, trying to catch up with Hot Rod, but I also have Pablo in my rear view mirror, so he's pretty energetic, really clean driver. I really enjoyed racing with him. So he's really tried to stress me a little bit. So I try to defend as much as I can, as you know, while still being able to catch up with Hot Rod here in front of me. And the Aston Martin is really nice to drive. I don't really get any type of wheel spin. I had that thing a couple of laps ago when Jardine was passing me, but that's really the only place I've had where I've had problems with getting on the throttle too hard and getting a spin. So here's Pablo going on the inside. Very nice pass of him. I didn't defend that, so I kind of kept the door open, and Pablo took that opportunity. So nice and clean pass by Pablo there. So I'm getting up in his slipstream, thinking a little bit, should I go on the inside? And I'm not, but here I'm actually, Pablo was sliding out a little bit, so I'm able to get in front of him here. So we have a good scrap going on here right now. And Pablo is wiggling a little bit back on side to side, so I think that's the telltale sign that he's on a controller. So Hot Rod is now 1.6 in front of me, so I'm losing contact with him a little bit as I've been defending and fighting with Pablo. Coming up to start lap 18, P14, and here I really want to protect the inside here. You see Pablo goes on the outside, and he's tucking in behind me there wisely, because I clearly defended that corner pretty well. So as we're coming out here, I get a pretty good exit here, staying in front of him so he can't do anything in this turn either. I'm losing contact with Hot Rod here. Still in P14. My best lap so far was lap 16 there, 1:31.8. As I said, I did a qualifying of 1:31.7. So obviously much less fuel in the car now, so we should be able to get pretty good lap times here, but I have someone behind me here that I need to defend. So here I'm taking the inside again. Pablo on the outside. He comes in there, and the little touch there too, but he gets in front of me there. And now I have the Dodge behind me as well. So now I have to defend from the Dodge. He's looking a little bit on the inside there. I keep an eye on him. Get a pretty good round on Pablo here. I'm going wide, and the Dodge is just behind me. Trying to defend this corner, successfully doing so. Pablo goes a little bit wide there, and the Dodge is just up my bumper there. I'm going a little bit low on this turn here just to defend from the Dodge. Dodge comes on the outside here, but he's backing off a little bit. And I'm going way too hot into that turn, going wide, and the Dodge is now passing me. And here we have Jim Beam Red Stag in his white Ferrari behind us. I'm sitting in the slipstream of the Viper. So the Viper, he really wants to go on the inside. I go on the outside. We're gonna see the Ferrari come in, and he pushes me out. The Viper, he completely overcooked it. He hits me, and the Ferrari, he just gets a little fishtail going, and I'm coming through that thing unscathed. It's just amazing. So we're on the final lap here. So I'm in P15 after that little incident there. Now I just want to come into towards the goal line here without getting into any type of trouble. I'm not seeing that I'm catching Pablo at this point. It's been a good, clean race. That thing was a little bit crazy there, but it wasn't ugly. I think the Ferrari shouldn't have pressed in like that. That was kind of bad form. But all in all, it's been an enjoyable race. When you race from behind like this, you get a little bit more action on the track than if you're up in the first 5 cars or so. So all in all, that's why we're racing, isn't it? To have some fun. So I enjoyed this race quite a bit. 15, I gained 4 position, and I hope that this series next race gonna be a little bit better. I think that was Dragon Trail is the next one or something like that. So anyway, I hope you join me for that race, and you hear my little Tiny Tim, very loud little dog in the background. So I'll see you next race. Thank you for watching, guys.